Hi, I'm Sadler from Dent-Remover, and today's repair is an Audi RS3. So there's a couple of dents on each rear quarter. I'm going to show you how I repair them individually, and then the end dent, I'm going to put the camera on there and you can see me repair it from start to finish. So let's go and take a look at the damage. Okay, taking a look at the damage, and first of all we've got these two shallow dents measuring about 40mm, and I'm going to show you how I repair that from start to finish. And then if we look at the other side, we've got a small dent right at the top of the dog leg area. This is in a real tricky spot and we're going to have to glue pull that. And then the last dent I'll be repairing is this one, and it's right next to the light, so we can take out a grommet and get right onto it. Starting off for repairs, I tackled this small dent on the arch first. Unfortunately I couldn't get any video of this because I was quite busy with customers at the same time, but I basically started off with the hog tabs and then went onto the black ice tabs to pull the small areas up, and then I blended it back down with a hammer and knockdown. And here's the end results. The dent is in the area where the arrow's pointing to. 100% glue pull, I couldn't get into this area because it's really tight for access, and also I couldn't take the light out and get a bar in behind this dent because again it's really tight to get anything behind that area. So next up, I'm going to be repairing this dent. And to get access to repair this area, I need to take out the rear light. But when I remove the carpet and trim to remove the light out of the way, we can see that the panel is fully open from the rear and the dent is in this location. So another way to repair this, I could use a pistol grip tool and push it out like this, but I don't have enough control that way. So the best way is to remove the light, and then what we can do is we can take a grommet out, this one will do, and then we can get a tool right in behind the dent. So this tool is one of two that I have, and it's great for repairing areas like this, or where the door handles are. If there's any grommets you can get right in there, and tops of doors. I've wrapped some Tezza tape around the tip, and this is to stop any kind of sharp pushes. It gives a softer push so you can move more metal quickly. A few light taps with a hammer and knockdown, just blending in any higher areas from the affected area, just getting it all laying nice and smoothly. And that is the second repair done. There's just a tiny imperfection on the paintwork from where the dent was, but this will polish out no problem. So to access this dent, I've done the same as the other dent, taken a light out and taken out this grommet, using a different bar this time, and I put some Tezza tape on the end so it doesn't make any sharp pushes. I'm going to go in for the top bung, and what I'm aiming to do first, I want to know if I can take out the full dent with the bar. So I'm going to go to the lowest point of the dent and push, so I can get to the lowest point, so that's good. And go to the top, and I can get right to the top as well. So I can do the full repair with just this one bar. And I'll let you watch me repair this. So this is real time, not speeding it up on time lapse. We're just doing gentle pushes, just going up and down this the bottom dent first, just seeing how the metal's moving, and then we'll just push a little bit harder like that. It's just gradually disappearing, and then once it gets quite flat, I'm just left with a little line so I can take the tape off and go in with a sharper tip. Just go to the top, just gentle pushes at first, just seeing how the dent moves, and then a little bit harder like that. Just come down a bit. It's a little bit difficult to do when I've got the phone in front of my face while I'm taking this dent out, but I'm sure you can see it quite clearly. just this little bit around here, it's a little bit sharp. There's a sharp crease in the centre. So I'm just going to take the tape off. There you go. I'm going to go in with this sharp tip now. And I'm going to go around here. So I've just turned this camera over a little bit, see if I can, I'll get the line board there if it lets me. There we go, I can just see it there. So I've got a sharper tip in there now. I'm not pushing very hard, not putting a lot of pressure on there. Just a very tiny amount, just enough so I can see the metal starting to move. There we are. And there's a little bit down here as well. It's coming out real nice. So I need to just take this mark off. I'll remove my light back a little bit. What I'm going to do is just move the camera just side to side slowly. That's what I do in my head when I'm taking dents out. Look like I'm going mad, but I'm not. I'm looking at the dent. So pop you back down. There we are. Gentle pushes, just enough to make the metal move. And it is low in this area still, a little bit. And I'll have to just get the hammer out in a second and just tap around it, because there's a few edges to it, a few crowns, a few real light crowns. Gotta respect those crowns, otherwise I won't let you finish the dent. I don't like to tap the crowns down first, to try and pull the dents out, or at least see how it's going to move before I start tapping the crowns. I'm going to tap them now. I've got a blunt nose knocked down, and I'm going to tap down this part first, and then that part there. So just around where the dent was, around the outer edges. Really light taps first. Don't want to start whacking it, because you're taking those dents out as well. There, it's coming out nice. And I'm literally just bouncing the hammer off the metal. I'm not hitting it hard, just bouncing it lightly. And the metal's moving. What you get around these areas as well, because you've got a petrol flap area there, when the panel's being pressed in the factory, sometimes it does have a bit of a ripple on these edges. This one doesn't have it so much, but some cars do. Just going to change the tap down. Knock down, tap down, whatever you want to call it. Gone in with a slightly sharper tip. This has got a cherry cap on it. It's basically just a rubber cap, and what the cap sits onto is that kind of tip. That's all it is. And there's nothing special about his tip, it's just made out of rubber. And this moves quite a bit of metal, but you can be a lot more accurate with it. Looking good. There's a little bit left. Let's see if I can point it out. Just underneath the finger there. It's a little bit low. So I'll go back in with my bar without the tape on. Tip tape. Okay, that's all the areas successfully repaired. Let's take a closer look at the finished results. And you can notice the faint ring where the dent was, so using the fluorescent tubing as natural reflection and then using the lines, you can see that this dent has come out really nice and clean. Moving along to the dent near the light, we can see again this has come out cleanly. There's just a tiny bit of an imperfection in the paintwork, but before we start flattening and polishing this area, I just want to make sure that the customer's happy for me to do so. And then moving along to the front edge of this panel, and we can inspect the small dent we repaired first. These small dents are difficult to repair with glue, and if there's no access with the means of bungs in the wheel arch, or some vehicles have rubber trims in this area with small holes we can go through. So any kind of damage like this is inaccessible, we have to glue pull repair. Well, that's it for now, and thank you very much for watching me repair this Audi RS3. If you did like it, it'd be great to get a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, it'd be great to get you on board. That's it for now, thanks for watching and see you soon.